What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Just thought I'd jump on. We're just gonna hang out today, have a little bit of fun. I wanted to show you guys this new charting platform that I'm gonna go back to. The charting platform's called TC2000. I used this platform like 2 years ago. I thought it was a really great charting platform. Has a lot of great features. It also has a few downsides to it too. I'll mention it all, but I thought I'd just jump on. I'm gonna reset this all back up on TC2000 and thought I'd just hang out with you guys, answer some questions, and just hang out with you guys. What's going on, fam? So this platform I'm using right here is called TC2000. I used this, like I said, like 2 years ago back in 2019. I thought this was a very wonderful platform. It's got built-in stock scanners in it. You can break down the sectors. You could really get a visualize look at the market and everything that's moving within the markets. That's what I really liked about this platform. The thing I don't like about this platform is it doesn't have a time and sales. You know, the tape. That's what I didn't like about it, but it has a lot of charting features that I really liked. Let me change the charts on this. I like my charts to be black. It's how I see them the best. White's too much on the eyes. I see people are slowly entering in. No, stocks don't. The stock market's closed on the weekends, Daniel. Saturday and Sunday. The only thing that is open on the weekends, and it's open 24/7, is Bitcoin. But we're just going to hang out. I'm going to set this up and we're just going to answer questions that you guys have or anything. I'll tell you guys what, on Friday when we did the live stream, we started off good. We started off trading. We were able to make $1,000. And then I was trying to build a position on OBSV and BNGO. These stocks were hard to trade, I'm not gonna lie. BNGO all day, right here when it was forming this wedge. Right here. It was just forming this wedge right at $9. And we were looking for this to explode up over 9 and get a run up to $10. So we were building a position on this. And we were building a position on OB, what was that one called? I forget the name of it. OBSV. OBSV was my big one. And I'm not trying to hold on to positions into the weekend especially with the stock market being closed on Monday, a 3-day weekend. All day Friday, I just kept building and building and building a position on this. At the end of the day, I had 50,000 shares of OBSV. And I was up at one point when this hit a high right here at almost 440. I was up almost $20,000. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But it came all the way back down to $4 and then closed. And I'm not trying to hold a 50K position into a long weekend. This whole weekend, it would have drove me nuts. I would have been stressing on it. And then I don't want to wake up Tuesday and it gaps down to $3.50 or even $3 and be down 25, 50K. So I cut it. I lost like 10 grand on this stock, but it's not a big deal. Going into next week, I'll look to make it back and grind my way back on up. You guys all know, and I post my P&Ls all the time. I'm not posting little $100 profits. I'm posting good profits. So it was just irritating. Just this whole day of accumulation, and it just didn't explode to the upside. I was thinking going into after hours, that's when it was going to make its move, but it just went sideways into the market. And then going back to BNGO, when we were doing the live stream on this, I was building a position all up in here, just below 875, looking for that pop up over 9. But as you see, the stock just slowly faded off. And I took like a $5,000 loss on this. So Friday was a bit irritating. Things didn't go as planned. But the past 3 days have been really hard to trade in the stock market. If you look around, there were a lot of traders that struggled. I know Ross Cameron from Warrior Trading, he had a few red days. Madaz from Madaz Money, he even admitted it was a bit hard. And Nate from Investors Underground said don't go off forcing plays or don't go off chasing stocks. There's a lot of indecision going on right now because we have that inauguration going into next week. There's a lot of conspiracies going on. Is Trump going to declare martial law? What's Trump going to do? What's Biden going to do when he gets sworn into office? There's a lot going on. And the stock market does not like indecision. It leads to choppiness. So we got the normal platform that I always like to use. I use Street Smart Edge for my charting platform, and I use Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade to trade with. Back then I was using Dash Trader, but I just got tired of paying all the fees and commissions. When you trade a lot, all of that adds up over time. Fridays are tough, as Rocket Trades just said in chat. Fridays are the hardest trading day of the week. The hardest, because you got to think all the big money, they're closing up their positions. They're leaving to enjoy the weekend. They're going off to spend it with their family. All the traders under PDT, they used up all of their day trades Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Swing traders, shorts are covering their position. Nobody wants to hold on to positions into the weekend because you never know what could happen over the weekend. You never know. It's just too risky. So I like to say in the chat, Fridays, every second, every minute that goes by on a Friday, we lose more and more volume. Make that money as quick as you can and get out. Daniel said you called that out in the morning. It was going to go over 4. Yeah, we all thought that all day on OBSV. We all thought it was just going to wedge out. And it did. Technically, it did. It just never took off. Look at a different time frame. You see the wedge clear as day right here. And then it broke out from the wedge. Actually, let me get my marker. We'll look at this on a 10-minute. Right there. This had a wedge going right here. And it did break out from that wedge. It pulled back, confirmed support right there. And then it started to take off. But it just kept running into resistance here at 425. And it failed right into the close. And like I said, I don't want to be holding a huge position over a 3-day weekend. And if you look at the daily chart, this daily chart, I set it all day. Over 425, this has a lot of room to run. Look at that big gap in the chart on the daily. It's got room to run all the way up to $5. So who knows? Tuesday, this could gap up to up over $5, $5.50, even $6. It could gap up to, because it did have massive volume on Friday. It did. But it could also gap down. I don't want to take that risk. Always have that mindset of you want to live to trade another day. Don't let one trade take you out. But yeah, this daily chart looks really good. Right at that $4. A lot of room to run up. Daniel said he made a little bit on it. Good job. Rocket said I'm still holding the bag. That might pay off. You might wake up Tuesday to a nice payday. I personally think it will gap up because of just the massive volume. But like I said, I just don't want to take the risk on it. Brian says, I think lesson learned with your OBSV trade was to just exit while you were up. Take the profit when you got it. Easier said than done, though. Exactly. Yup. That's when the emotions come into it. Fear and greed. When I was up on this, I wasn't satisfied with being up 20K. I had greed. I wanted 50K, 60K. I was looking for that home run. And when you don't lock it in, and it comes all the way back down, and then you watched all your profit just go from green to red, then that's when fear and regret comes in. And then that's when all the emotions start going off. But I will say, though, a big winner on Friday was Pola. We were watching this right from the open, and this just ran so good. From $10, it ran all the way up to $15. It pulled all the way back, and then ran all the way back up to $15.50. Good mover on this one. Even from here to here, that's pretty much $10 up to $14.50. That's a $4.50 move. Let me see. That's what I like about this platform. So that's a $5 move. That's a 52% move right there. So you would have made 52% of your money on this move right there. Gets a nice little 50% retracement right here, and then right back up. Polo was a really good one. So yeah, we learned some lessons on Friday with OBSV and BNGO. And if you look at BNGO and OBSV, their floats are bigger. I believe BNGO has a float of like 150 million. And then OBSV has a float of like 50 million. So with these higher float stocks, you have to have more patience with them because they take longer for them to move compared to stocks like Pola. Pola has a float of like 5 million. You see the difference there? That's the supply. So if you have less supply of something and a big wave of volume comes into it, prices are just going to go crazy. Pola has a float of 5 million. Look at the range that it had. From 10 to 14. Then from 11 to 1550. 5 million float. Compared to BNGO with a float of 150 million. The supply, look at the range on it. With disregarding the morning, because no matter what, the morning, the first 15 to 20 minutes, doesn't matter how big the float is, it's always going to be very, very volatile. But right here, look at the range on it from 850 to 875, $9. So it's got like a little 25-cent range on it with a massive float. Just keep it down to the basics, guys. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. That's all the stock market is. Supply and demand imbalances. All right, let's get back into this TC2000. I just signed up back up with it. The plan that I got, I just purchased the platinum. I bought a 1-year subscription for $900, and I'm getting monthly data, US real-time stock data for $15 a month. So I just paid the $900 to have it for a full year, and then every month I'm gonna get charged $15 for stock market data. But what I like with this platform is it has built-in stock scanners in it. And I just like the way the charts look. You know, I'm sorry if I just blinded you guys, but I remember when I used this 2 years ago, I really enjoyed it. I thought it had all the tools that I needed, and I could set it up the way that I liked. It's got the stock scanners, and I just really liked how I could visually like see everything moving in the market and all categorized. That's what I really liked about it. But it's been 2 years. Also, I got to see what else they've added with it. So it's still saved a lot of my settings, like my gap up settings, percentage gainers, new highs, the Trading Learning 101 scan. Just a basic scan of scanning for stocks with the float under 10 or what is that? A million. The average true range is 50 cent or more. Volume on the day is at 400K or more. And the price is between probably $2 and $50 in all of the exchanges. So I'll have to go back in here and see everything that they added. Maybe they did add a time in sales. I don't know. But that was a big downfall for this platform in the history. And you could share the chart too. So if I wanted to share my intraday chart on Twitter or Facebook, it's like from a click of a button, I can do that. See, it's just taking me a moment to refresh my memory on how to do all this. So if I want to share this chart right here, share chart of BNGO, it opens this up. See, I could post it to Facebook or post it to Twitter or copy it to a clipboard. Let's just post it to Facebook real quick. And then there, just like that, opens up Facebook. I can type out that out if I wanted, and then click post to Facebook. And then boom, just like that. But what else were you guys trading on Friday? Peace out, Daniel. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you could do with TC2000. You guys can even use it for free if you wanted. So if you just wanted to look at charts at the end of the day or over the weekend, you don't have to pay for it or have a subscription. You could pull charts up. It's limited in what you can add to the charts. Like you can add all your indicators, but when it comes down to the drawing tools, you can't use none of them. And one thing I'm real excited about using with this platform is Fibonacci time zones. If I can find it. Yeah, right here. So you can measure the Fibonacci time on this. Just like that. I want to get back into my Fibonacci retracements and my time. I really thrive in that category as a trader. I love messing around with Fibonacci and those tools. Fibonacci is a wonderful thing, guys. I've made countless videos on Fibonacci. Head over into my channel and go to the playlist section right here and just go down and find the Fibonacci playlist. Right here. I got 9 videos in that playlist. All the Fibonacci videos from retracements, Fibonacci books, clusters, fans, arcs, moving averages. There's all kinds of ways you can use Fibonacci. And what I love with Fibonacci is Fibonacci's around us in everyday life. Time, nature, the lengths of our body, just Mother Nature. It's everywhere. So applying Fibonacci and the numbers to the stock market it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. There's a lot of Elliott wave guys that use Fibonacci too. I believe it's in the system of the Elliott wave, but I've never gotten into Elliott wave too much. All right, so let's bring up another. There's tabs down here that you can have. So I'll click on my ETFs tab. Let's say there's a couple ETFs I want to keep an eye on, like the SPY and UVXY. Change these both to a minute chart, and then I can compare these charts and trade them based on just comparing the two. I forget how to zoom on this chart, like pick an area and zoom in on it. Not a lot of people know about ETFs and inverse ETFs. You see, you got the SPY right here, the S&P 500, and then you got the UVXY right here on the right. You see how they're inverse from each other? The SPY had a morning sell-off right here. The UVXY had a morning spike. The SPY had this bottom and a higher low right there. The UVXY made this high and a lower high right there. SPY came all the way back up and topped out. The UVXY sold all the way down and bottomed out. There's a lot of inverse ETFs, and there's an ETF for anything, guys. Oil, gas, gold, robots, pretty much if you name it, there's an ETF for it. Rocket Trade says IDEX. All right, let's check it out. Okay. I see what you got going on here. So what I like to do is get my Fibonacci retracement. My retracement, and you measure from the valley low up to the high. Right there. And you see this stock from this low right here to that high. It pulled all the way back. Look at right where it pulled back to. That golden ratio. Right there. It's a little small. You guys can't see it. But that golden ratio is the 61.8 golden ratio. Right at 275. From 275, it ramped all the way back up to 350. Right there. Bada boom, bada bang. It's a good move. Even throwing on something simple like your Fibonacci fan and measuring from the high down to the low like that. Now if you zoom in on this, just a basic Fibonacci fan. You see how the stock moved up to that level, got through that first arc, and then held it as support, moved up to the next arc, found resistance, ran through it, and then ran all the way up to the next arc right there. I mean, it's an art form, Fibonacci and these tools. That's what I like with them so much. This is how you can develop trading styles and strategies. There's multiple different ways to trade the markets. That was just a Fibonacci fan. Or no, Fibonacci arcs. I'm sorry. Let's try the Fibonacci fan. Measure from the high to the low right here. We're measuring this move, that high to that low. You see the stock came right up to that level right here, held it as support, pushed up all the way up to this level, was finding resistance just below it, and then boom, blast up over it. Held it as support, kept going. Multiple ways to use tools in the markets. It's just, that's what's fascinating about all this stuff. It's, you could pick whatever you like and whatever reflects your personality, and you could come up with whatever you want. That's what's wonderful about the markets. It's a free market for everybody. Learn all this stuff, observe, and break down charts, and make notes. What do you see? Why did the stock make this move? Why? I personally like 10-minute charts the best. But yeah, that's a good move there on IDEX. And then Brian says LXRX. Oh yeah, that was a good mover. On Friday. No, not Friday, Thursday, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember this now. Yup. It's one of those pharmaceuticals. It came out with the news and it just took off. I think this is a higher float stock too. Hold on, TC2000 just froze up on me. So right here is when it started up and going from 450s, $4, all the way up to $6. $1.83 move, which is 45% within 51 minutes. You see that little info box that's showing me at the top left right there? That's what I like about this TC2000. It gives me like information like that. And it even tells you the accumulated volume from this move right here to this move right there. Only 500K in volume on this move. So, Fibonacci retracement, measure from the low to the high right there. Stock gears up and pulls back. Pulls back to the 23.6 retracement. And then pushes up even higher. All the way up to $6. pulls back down, consolidates at 5, and then from 5, ramps all the way up to 750. Let me go into these chart settings real quick. Those candlesticks are just too dark. There, that should be a little bit better. See, even with the changing the color of the chart on this, you could change it to whatever you want. So if you like it like that, or if you like it the blue, a dark gray with the blue, black, that, I mean, that doesn't look bad. That actually looks pretty eye-popping. But then the oh, you got your ruler, okay. I gotta figure out how to change the grid here with the price to yellow. I don't like it being green. So if we go into the system settings, I can show pointer date across all charts. I want that. Include extra drawing boards. I don't care for that. Show date zoom scroll bar on bottom of chart. Show time span buttons. Yup. I want that. And then here you can add all of the time frames that you want. So if you wanted to get down to a tick chart, there's your option right there. I like the 1 minute, the 3 minute. I don't care too much for the 5 minute, but I'll have it. The 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute. And then there's debate on this. If you like 60-minute charts or 65-minute charts, I went over this multiple times. If you do the math, the market's only open for 6.5 hours every trading day from 9 Eastern Time, 9:30 Eastern Time to 4 Eastern Time, which is 6.5 hours. If you divide 60 into 6.5, you're missing data. But if you add an extra 5 minutes and make it a 65-minute charts, you get an extra candle. And even through the whole week, too, you get an extra candle compared to if you're just looking at a 60-minute chart. So, you also have 2-hour charts. I'll add the 2-hour. Because I'm a day trader. I'm not like a swing trader or a long-term investor. So I want to see the most recent price action that's going on. And then I got my daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. We can also do quarterly. That'll be fine. When I create a new chart, use these settings. Price style, candlestick. back color. Have it be black. And then up here, you could choose whether or not to show the post-market and pre-market. Welcome aboard, Ben J. Thanks for becoming a member. If you can, as a added benefit and a perk, go to the Discord and join. I have an invite in every single one of my video descriptions or on my YouTube channel. And then head over to the messages and send me, Mr. Wolf, a message with your YouTube username, and we'll unlock the whole Discord for you. This Discord is filled with all kinds of great educational channels. And then through the week, as we're trading in the markets, we have the Monday chat, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're in here all day, every day, posting our ideas, what we're looking at, giving our technical analysis on stocks, what I'm trading, what I'm looking at, all that good stuff. So welcome aboard and welcome to the Wolf Pack. If you guys want to enter and join up, just go straight to my YouTube channel. Click the join button. I have an intro video breaking down what all of this is about, and you have two options. You can sign up for either the day trading masterclass with all of the perks listed right here, or if you don't want to be a part of the day trading masterclass and you just want the Discord chat room, I have that option right there available for you. And again, if you sign up, just send me a private message with your YouTube username, and we'll take care of you. All right, LXRX. People like these stocks that have first really good days, like right here, people forget about them the next day. You see how it was just really active right here on this day, and then the next day it just like went flatlined. It happens all the time in small caps. Look at the volume. It's because something new, brand new, and exciting pops up the next day, and it gets everybody's attention, and they go after that. So I would say if you're a swing trader, don't ever try swinging stocks that are having a really good first green day right here. Because majority of the time, I'm going to say 80%, 75% of the time, the next day it's going to gap down and keep fading. All right, looks like we got someone in here in the Discord trying to spam with links. Thanks for the follow, Icy Streams. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just taking care of some business. Alright, so back to TC2000. So what I like about the scans on this, right here it has a sector scanner, right here, and it tells me what are the top percentage gainer for the sector for the day. So I seen Friday right here. Real estate was the top percentage gainer. And then followed by the industry index. Looks like diagnostics and research was the top percentage gainer. And then down here you have your sectors. Looks like the healthcare sector, OBSV. So OBSV was in the healthcare sector. Healthcare is third on the list of the top sector index. So if I click on real estate, it's the top percentage gainer in the sector. It tells me the industry index, what's the top percentage gainer, and then all of the stocks that are the top percentage gainer in that sector. So MDRRP was the top percentage gainer, no volume. Next one down, CLPR, no volume. QTS had a little bit of a move, but you can also rank it by volume as well. AHT, it's just a good way to see visually what stocks are popping off in this the sectors and the industry index as well. So residential, you see it's the top industry index. Then it pulls up all the stocks that are in that industry index. AIV, let's go back to percentage change. AMH, BRG, APTS, SUI. You see how it's giving you a breakdown of, it's really breaking it down into blocks for you to see how what and how these stocks are moving within the market. And then energy is always the worst performing sector, always. Just look at this thing get beat down here on the 1 minute. And then look at that daily. It really did have a crash here. From 1100 all the way down to 465. And it's bouncing all the way back. And then the stocks that are within that sector. So it's pretty cool. This is the main reason why I like TC2000. Icy Scream says, interesting stuff. Learning a lot. Thank you for sharing. No problem, buddy. Go to the YouTube channel. There's over 400 educational videos. I've been on YouTube making these videos for almost 3 years now. I've been trading for over 5 years now. Chase Dawson says, what's up, Wolf? What's going on? Hopefully you're having a great weekend. We're just hanging out, checking out TC2000, answering any of your guys' questions, and just chilling. So we got the sectors there. I forget what the drill down here is. I think this is pretty much the same thing as the sectors. So I'm going to delete this. market power. So this is telling, this is showing me all of the indexes. The S&P 500 right here, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, the semiconductor, biotechnology, the Dow Jones. This is oil. I'm not sure what this one, telecommunications, and then the VIX. So I think I'll keep this up so I can have a visual aspect of all of the indexes right here. And then this is just a naked chart. No indicators, no moving averages, just so I can visually see the candlesticks and the price action. I like to have this up so if there's something I'm overlooking, I can visually pull up a naked chart and see what the actual chart is telling me. And then my ETFs, I'll keep that. I actually really like that color too. Didn't they delist JDST and JNUG? It's been a while since I've gotten into ETFs. I don't really pay attention to them that much. Alright, that's good to go. And then I got trading here, but I think I'm going to... I want to make this smaller. Or add another chart. Chase Dawson, yeah, it's TC2000 is a broker, but I wouldn't recommend trading with it because they charge commissions. If I bring up the website, they charge like $5 per trade, which is stupid. See right here, smart routed orders for a low flat rate. $5 per trade for stocks and ETFs. And then 65 cents per options contract plus $2.95 per trade. So it's not worth trading with these guys, but you can practice paper trading with them if you wanted. That's free. But it does cost to have this platform. Going back over, I just bought, I'll go back right here. I just purchased a 1-year subscription, the Platinum. I paid $900 for a year subscription. And then on top of that, you also have to purchase the data feed. So I'm paying $15 a month for real-time stock data. But you can use it for free if you wanted. You can download it to your desktop or your laptop, or you can use their web-based platform for free. You know, at the end of the trading day or over the weekend, if you just want to look at charts, you can do that. But all the real-time data and drawing on the charts and sharing charts, you won't be able to do that. So just a heads up. I'm not recommending that you guys have to use this platform. I'm just using it because I like it. You know, sure, it has some flaws, but I like the scanning aspect of this platform. I really like how you can break down the market in pieces, and you could easily see what's trending, what's heating up in the sectors, the indexes, and all that good stuff. But here's all the plans right here. You got you could get billed monthly, annually, biannually. They got the silver, gold, or platinum, and then the list of all the features right here. And all I put on was just real-time US stock data. I didn't put on anything else. None of this down here. PRD66, you can just use it as a charting platform. You can't link it to your broker, not that I'm aware of, but you could do both. You could use it as a charting platform, or you could just use it as a charting platform and a broker if you wanted. They are a broker, but yeah, we just covered it. They do charge commissions, though. It's not worth it. Not worth it at all. So River Place Dad says, the big change I feel in TC2000 is the use of flex conditions versus point in time in the scans. That way you can construct scans that go through a sequence of events. It can be off of pretty much anything. That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff that I would like. So the way I'm interpreting your comment is I can create a scan that goes through sequences. Like, let's say on the daily chart, the stock has to be above the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. And then on the day, the intraday, the volume has to be above 1 million. And then the float can be no more than 10 million. It's 10 million and lower for the float. So that's the set of sequences that I can choose to go through for stocks to pop up on my scanner. Chase Dawson says, are you getting rid of Street Smart Edge? No, I'll still use Street Smart Edge. I love that platform. Alright, let me see if I can add another chart. There we go. So you got your basic. Just a basic chart here. Some green candlesticks. It's actually not bad looking. And when you zoom out on it, it turns into a line chart. Let's actually make it into a line chart. It's actually not bad. I like that. And there are people out there that only use line charts. I know Bao from my investment club, he uses line charts. And there is an advantage of using line charts and candlestick charts. With line charts, you're going to get a more general direction of where the stock is heading and specific price areas where a stock is hitting resistance at, and finding support at. So right there, you see that was a major resistance. All right here, that price area. And then look at the stock came down, came all the way back up, and it finally got over that area, and then it was holding as support. That's what you want to look for right there. That type of stuff for powerful moves to the upside. Little hints, guys. Don't overcomplicate charts. You see how basic I broke that down? And old resistance became new support. Blast off. What's that saying? To the moon. There we go. To the moon. I mean, that's textbook. How much more textbook can it get right there? That's a beautiful example right there. And from $1.70 all the way to 230, from the bottom there to the top, that's a 35% move to the upside. So yeah, looking at line charts have an advantage. You could use both. See, looking at a 10-minute here on the candlestick side of it, it's a little bit harder to see. You got just look at the chart. Look at, this is the type guy on blast. So this guy messages me and says, "Hey, you willing to make a video on a pump server for good money?" And I said, "Please do not spam my server with links." Because he was trying to post links into my server because he sees that I have a lot of people. I think I have like almost 1,000 people in my Discord server. So back to this guy. He says, "Sorry, are you willing to make a video sponsorship on a pump group? Answer now." You see how there's people out here in Wall Street and in finance? They're all out here to make a buck. This guy wants me to promote a pump and dump group. So they have a pre-selected stock. They all buy in on it. They all buy in down here. All down here. And then they pump and they promote the stock. And then all this volume comes in. This is just an example. And the stock rises in price. And these pump and dump guys unload. Okay, guys? Everybody is out to make a buck in the stock market. It's a business. And this is the type of stuff that I get messages and emails on stuff like this all the time, guys. There's so much scam out there. It's disgusting. And I feel sorry for people who fall for it. Alright, so let's see. I want to pull up my watch list. Look at all these watch lists that you can have. Let me make this bigger. So you can have a favorites, charts and notes, new personal list, flagged items, drawings, ETFs, US stocks. So this is just a US stocks. And it auto sorts itself in real time. Oh, and it also tells you the float too. So we'll go for a percentage change, CRNT. I can link it. I think, yeah. Link it to my chart right here. YTEN. SESN. Acer. And you could change it from this little drop down menu right here. So let's say I wanted to look for ETFs. And it's going to list all the ETFs right here. And it's going to do a percentage change. So I see that NRGD is the top percentage ETF on the day. There you go. Just like that. Just very simplistic, very simple. And then if I wanted my own new personal list, I call this just TL101. And then how do I add stocks to this list? There we go. Click that little plus sign at the top right. And then BNGO, add. OBSV, add. Pola. If I want to add a value column, a condition column, add my column set. So let's add a value column. Let's see what they got. Man, they got a big list. They got it broken down into different sections. So your basics, like today's volume buzz, percentage, split date, sector, optionable stock, exchange, pre-built, percentage change since open, 5-bar volume surge, trading, number active orders, orders placed today, shares bought today, fundamentals. You got your beta, short available. I like that one. I like to have that one. Shares outstanding. current assets, short-term debt, and then they got your options, like your options as a percentage of stock, option delta, your theta, vega. Yeah, that is a downside. River Place Dad 1. No doubt the downside of having no relative volume scan. And Juiceham says the float data is not always accurate. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see if they have something I could search for, like the short. I'll go to all. So they got short available. I want the beta. That's pretty much all I need right there. The price, the net change, the percentage change, the volume, the latest float, shares outstanding, the average true range the previous 14 days, the sector, the industry, exchange, the short availability, and the beta. Is there anything else that you guys like to use on your charts or as your columns in your watch list? I didn't know you could have it set to scan. I'll have it scan real time for the biggest percentage gain. And I'll probably put this right down here at the bottom. If I can figure out how to make this smaller so I can do that. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to make this chart smaller so I can fit this down at the bottom right here. Broomden. I gotta do something real quick here. Alright, so Icy Scream says, would you consider Webull a good starter platform? There's nothing wrong with Webull. Webull's come a long way. It's better than Robinhood. So yeah, I would say it's a good starting point. Douglas Simmons says, can you back and explain the 200-day crossover, the 50-day moving average again? As a matter of fact, I just released a members only video explaining that exact process. The moving averages, the moving average squeeze. It's a basic trading strategy that all traders know about. I'm not gonna go over it and explain it, but the video has been made. PRD66 says, I use percentage over yesterday's volume to guesstimate relative volume. Juice Ham, click the X in the corner and replace. Alright. Replace. So I'm gonna replace it split vertically. Okay. I see how this is working now. Okay. Now how would I go back and put the chart I just had up? That's kind of weird how they do that. It's kind of like how they do it on Thinkorswim. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... So if I move it right here? No. Yeah, this is a little weird. I don't think I'm I'm not subscribed to any news services. So alerts. Alright, so this is how I'm gonna do this. Delete that. Delete that. I'll split this. And then I'll have a chart. Like that. Have a chart. And then at the bottom here, I'll have my watch list. US stocks. And then I can exit this one. And then I'll just have to go back and go through and re-enter those that I wanted. So that's how I'll do that. Yep, candlestick, open versus close. Okay. This will be my 1 minute chart. This will be my VWAP. I like to have my VWAP yellow because I like to call it the golden VWAP. That could be a 3 minute, and then this is the daily. And then I gotta link all of these. There we go. I like how the drawings all sync to the other charts as well. Yep, and I like to show today's open and yesterday's close. For the open, I have it be a white dotted line, and yesterday's close, I like to have it be like a lightish blue dash line. I don't need the bid and the ask spread. Yeah, screw it. I'll have it on there. Okay. No, I didn't save it. No. Little late, but it's okay. I'll save it now to be safe. Save layout. Done. Yeah, Thinkorswim does the exact same thing. This is TC2000 Sky Trader, and then even when I'm trading in the markets, I don't use level 2. I gave up looking at the level 2 probably like 8 months ago. It's just there's too many games played on the level 2, and you could easily get sidetracked by just paying attention to the level 2 when it's just so much noise on the level 2, it's just not even worth it. So I've come to realize it's all about paying attention to the chart and the tape, because the tape don't lie. I can see all the orders going through, small to big. I love the tape on Thinkorswim. You can adjust it to show small orders, and you can adjust it to show big orders of 2,000 shares or more if you wanted. So that's what I pay attention to. And I have noticed my consistency and my trading game has improved a lot since I've made that switch. Level 2 is old. That was popular in the 90s. I'll pull up my Thinkorswim real quick and just show you guys. All right, I got my Thinkorswim up. All right, if I pull over my Thinkorswim, this is how I have my Thinkorswim set up. Here on the right is my tape, and this tape right here, it's just a regular tape. And then this tape right here, it's a little sloppy. This tape right here, it's only showing me orders that are above 2,000 shares or more. So I can see where the big money's going. And then I just have the ladder right here, but it's kind of like the level 2, but I don't pay attention to it. I can easily place my limit orders on it if I wanted. You know, if I want to sell at 12 bucks, I can quickly scroll up and I could click sell 250 at 12 bucks right there. Just keep it very simple. And then I'm a big volume guy, so I got my day volume right there, my volume, and then if I zoom in, this is telling me per bar and per candle how much volume is on the buy side and the sell side. So as this was trending up, I can clearly see buying is outweighing the selling. And then I got my volume zone oscillator. I'm a big volume guy. Price action and volume. That's what I like to focus on. So I've tweaked with this volume zone oscillator to my liking. This is how I like to use the volume zone oscillator. It's not a default setting. And then I also have the linear regression trend line volume, which is that yellow line right here. That linear regression line is telling me the direction of the volume for the day. My volume average, which is right there. I mean, this is years, though, guys, of adding what I like to this. So it's just not like one day I've decided to add all of this stuff right here. This is just years of tweaking and messing around and experimenting and finding what I like and what works for me. You know, just because I have where is it at? The linear regression trend line doesn't mean that you have to use it. It's just something that I personally like. And then this up here, that's giving me like a quick statistical view of how many shares I can buy with my buying power. So if I wanted to buy $10,000 worth of this stock, currently at this price, I can buy 862 shares. If I wanted to buy $50,000 worth of this stock, I can buy $4,310 worth. If I wanted to buy $100,000 worth of this stock, I can buy 8,620 shares. And then this red box, that's the day range on this stock and the average true range. Ben J, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And if you got members want any of these custom think scripts, just go into the Discord and down here in Thinkorswim, go to the pinned messages, and I have all of my think scripts right here. All of them. All of the think scripts that I've added and created my own, I've shared them all with you guys. So they're all up in the Thinkorswim Discord channel. Just go to the pinned messages and it'll pull it all up for you guys. There's all kinds of channels in here. All kinds of channels. But again, thanks again, Ben J, for becoming a member. Just send me a private message on the Discord with your YouTube username, and we'll take care of you. But also going back to the person that said, is Webull a good starter platform? Also, get Thinkorswim. It's absolutely free. All you gotta do is open up a TD Ameritrade account for free. It don't cost nothing. And then you can download Thinkorswim onto your desktop or your laptop. There's a lot of people out there that use this platform. Thinkorswim also has a lot of key features. They even have their own chat rooms right here. They got the Trader Lounge. Look at all these people chatting up in here. A lot of people don't even know about this. They got swim lessons, Shadow Trader, the Think Script Lounge. There's all kinds of people in here talking about think scripts and sharing think scripts that they've created. And a key feature is the Benzinga Squawk. They got the Squawk box in here. And if you click listen, the Benzinga Squawk box will pop on with any live hot press releases and read it to you and announce it during market hours. That's a cool free feature that Thinkorswim has. Oh, and they also have a seminars section too. I didn't know that. That's cool. But yeah, Thinkorswim's a great platform. Thinkorswim sometimes can be laggy in the morning. It's just because there's so many orders going on the first 5 to 10 minutes. It's That's why Robinhood crashes. All these new people on Robinhood put their market buy or sell orders, and then right when the market orders, it executes them. But I've been trading with Thinkorswim. I've traded with them 5 years ago. I still trade with them. It's a great, reliable platform at the end of the day. I have no problems with Thinkorswim. And you also, the application settings or at the beginning, let's see. See, go to the system, change your quote speed to real time, no delay. And then at the very beginning, when you log in, that little box that pops up where you put in your login and your password, right down at the bottom, there should be your settings. You have to up that. Let me see if I can bring it over. So right here, that little toolbar, that tool gear right here, click on that. And then you want to make sure that your memory usage is set high. I have mine set to 6144, but if you have that set to really low, that could affect your platform. Yeah, that's a good idea, Irish Clover. If I wanted to add a Weeble area to the Discord, like any platform there is, pros and cons. Number one, pro trading at 6 a.m. Few cons, but things you just need to accept as limitations. Yeah, that's a good idea, Irish. I'll add that section to the Discord. We'll title it Weeble. Weeble, and yeah, I'll just do Weeble. So now there's a Weeble channel. And then send messages, embed links, attach files, add reactions, emojis, mention, read message history, save. And then I get this question all the time, why I don't have all the channels open for everybody to text into. You have no idea how many spam accounts come on Discord. There are so many, and they just spam all of your channels. And then they just bomb your server and they destroy it. I have so much hard work put into these channels. I have stuff in here from years that I just don't want somebody to come in and just destroy it all. Like the education section. Like all of the trading psychology I've added through the years. Fibonacci, all kinds of charts. I don't want to put that at risk. All just for having it open and some spammer like this guy who came in and wanted to spam to promote a chat room pump and dump. I am having trouble functioning as intended to work properly. Okay. So yeah, we got now a Weeble section in the Discord. Feel free to add what you want to that. I have a Weeble account, but the one thing I didn't like about Weeble is it took like 2 weeks for your funds to transfer to the account. And then anytime you wanted to withdraw money, it took over a week. It was ridiculous. But they do have a lot of cool features. They really do. Compared to Robinhood, they blow Robinhood out of the water. We've been streaming now for... Oh, I think the stream refreshed. It's been well over 2 hours, I think we've been going now. And then for all you day trading masterclass out there in the Discord, a lot of you guys, I don't even think know about this, but at the top, I got the day trading masterclass section. In here, we have all of the classes. So far, all 3 of them are in here. The member-only videos are in here. We got the study group videos that we do every other Friday are posted in here for you to go back and rewatch if you missed any of the study groups. Market recaps. And then every PowerPoint slide presentation from the masterclass, if you wanted to go back and visually look at it yourself and go through all of the slides, they're all posted right here. And then the homework, all the homework is listed in here. And then the member video playlist. These are the private playlists for members only. Right at the top, just underneath the Start Here section. And then I did open a Fidelity account, but I closed it up already, guys. I did not like Fidelity. and I did not like the Active Trader Pro. It's just not my style. It is a very slick looking platform, but for day trading, I'm gonna say it's not the greatest. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I gotta create a desktop icon here for TC2000. Oh yeah, and then guess what, guys? Remember this? I mentioned it in the Discord last week. I bought the Stream Deck, and I got to try it out this past trading week. If you don't know what the Stream Deck is, I'll show you guys a picture of it. It's this bad boy right here. With the click of a button, you can just open up any app on your computer, and you can program it with hotkeys. So there's a lot of traders out there that like to use hotkeys when they're trading, and the Stream Deck helps with remembering what your hotkeys are, pretty much. So this is the one that I bought. I bought the 32 button one. It was like $250, but they have them in all sizes, from a 6 piece to a 16 piece, like that, to a 32 piece. There's all types of different sizes, but I bought the big boy, and I got to try it out last week with Thinkorswim. Works like a charm, I will say. I have my hotkeys set up to buy market, sell market, buy the ask, sell the ask, buy the bid, sell the bid, and I can toggle my auto send on and off right here. And then I also have a lot of the apps that I use right here. With just a click of a button, I can just open up any app. It is very cool, I'm not gonna lie, but the only thing I'm trying to figure out is how do I enter in my custom lot size on Thinkorswim. So let's say I wanted to buy or sell 2,000 shares, and then I wanted to quickly switch to 1,000 shares or even 500 shares to start scaling out of a position or adding to a position. I can't figure out how to add the keys to do that, or even if that's possible, like to have like one key here be 1,000 shares, and then this key be 2,000 shares, and then so on. You get what I'm saying? 3,000. That way, all I gotta do is click one of these buttons, and it changes my share size in Thinkorswim. I'm gonna have to get into the settings and mess around with that. And another thing that you get with the Stream Deck is a voice mod. Let's see if we can check it out and you guys can hear it real quick. I thought that this would be a fun feature on the live streams. But this is the voice mod. You could have it set to any voice and change your voice. So if I wanted to have the voice changer on, I don't know if it'll work. Just let me know in the comments if it does. But let's try it out. We'll go with the all DJ. and this is my voice with the all DJ. Can you guys hear it? If you can, type yes, I can hear it in the comments. If I wanted to change it into a genius, this is what a genius sounds like. So we're doing technical analysis on the charts, and the stock has got to break this $10 mental level, and then from there it'll shoot up to $11. If I wanted to, I could be T-Pain. Holla at your boy, y'all. Hit that subscribe button and join the Trading Learning 101 Wolfpack. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I haven't even tried it out yet, and I just thought it'd be a fun feature to add to the live stream, like I said. If I wanted to be an alien, they have that one. I mean, they have all kinds, from a chipmunk, a cop radio, crazy, a drone, dark, deep, fear, hamster, Frankie. So Frankenstein, I'm taking this one as helium, King Kong, a police robot, out of range, so many. Underwater, what's this one sound like? I'm underwater and there's a shark coming after me. Oh no, I gotta get in the steel cage. You could also hear yourself if you wanted. Wow, that does sound weird. I'm a zombie and I'm coming back from the dead. Run, I want brains. Aw, you guys can't hear it? That's a bummer. Oh, and you can add a background effect. I wonder if I have to add it in the Streamlabs. Alright, what about that? Can you guys hear that? This is the zombie voice. This is the Titan. Can you hear me? I went to the Streamlabs and added it to the source, so hopefully you guys can hear it. Alright, that's enough. That time you could hear it. That's crazy. Wow, you guys can hear it now. Alright, hold on, I'll open it back up. I want you guys to hear the T-Pain one. Yo, check it, this is T-Pain. Subscribe to the Trading Learning 101. This is a DJ one. Everybody hop on to the dance floor. I just opened it all back up, so it should work now. Here at Trading Learning 101, we all win.
This is Frankenstein. Ha 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 ha. Now it's working.
This is a stranger talking.
This is a sword, it's coming at you. I don't know, this is just something cool I thought they added
for the stream that I'm not trying to blow you guys' eardrums out.
This is underwater.
This is a robot. Can you do the roboto, Mr. Roboto?
Hey everybody, what's going on?
This is the lost soul, you're all coming down if you don't subscribe.
I mean, there's all kinds of them. Possessed. You're
Possessed. I don't know if this sounds like a possessed person, but
spirits come back.
why?
This is why we buy breakouts, everybody. Sleepyhead, go to sleep. Man to woman. Man to woman. Alright, I'm done with this. 'Cause it's game over. Ha 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 ha. But I could sit here for hours with this thing, and I did when I downloaded it in. But alright, that's enough of that. But I thought it would just be a cool feature to add to the live stream. I don't know. I gotta get familiar with all of the channels in there. But kind of creepy and cool. There are some cool ones, and there are some ones that are like, what? But how's the new year going for you guys so far? We're 2 weeks into 2021, new year. There's going to be a lot of people that make a lot of New Year resolutions. And then there's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to stick with those New Year's resolutions. The stock market is changing, though. The past, 5 days, I've noticed a lot of changes going on. So going into next week, guys, I'd be cautious and careful. I'd be in defensive mode. I'm scaling back a lot. A lot. I can't be as aggressive as I have been. Gotta scale back a lot. Let's see. I think that's about gonna wrap it up. I'll go back into this and I'll add a value column. We added the short available, and I added the beta. I like to have those on there. As you can see, CRNT had a 2.0, so it's gonna do pretty much what the S&P 500 does. So CRNT, get a visual of that chart right there. Switch over to the SPY real quick. That don't look the same. SPY had a real bad sell-off at the end of the day. At the end of the day. Option Delta. Industry sector. Let's see what they got for volume. Today's volume. Oh, volume buzz. That's a new one. Volume surge 5-day. Volume surge today. Let's see what that volume today. Today's volume buzz. Wow. So that CHNR post buzz was at 1,575%. I know there was some sort of new volume thing that they added. I blew right through it. I didn't get to see it. Write new formula. Wow. You could write formulas in this. That's cool. Today's volume buzz, volume surge 5-day, volume surge today. View. Test. Volume 5-bar volume surge. Volume surge 5-day. Oops. I'm not sure what the volume search 5-day is all about. They don't have no volume average. Going back to what someone said, they don't have the volume. What was it? Relative volume. I wonder if that's something that you can custom write for a formula. So what I would do is I'd go on the internet and I'd ask the internet. So what was it? Volume, relative volume. Relative volume TC2000 formula. Relative volume ratio. Okay, would appear to be similar to volume buzz. Relative volume, this compares current volume to normal volume for the same time of day, displayed as a ratio. So for example, a stock's trading 5.5 times its normal volume would have a relative volume display of 5.5. My understanding from Warden Search is this: the volume buzz is based on the 100 period simple moving average of volume over the previous 100 days, not including today. The current volume is compared to a percentage of the average volume, which is directly proportional to the percentage of the trading day which has already passed. So at 10:15 a.m., the current volume would be compared to about 11.4% of the 100-day simple moving average volume ending yesterday. If the result is plus 25%, it would mean the current volume is at about 14% of the average volume instead of the 11 of the average volume. So if there's stuff that you guys want to find out, I mean, we got the internet, you know? I want to look for a relative volume indicator for TC2000. Right here for the column. And I see that we can write formulas right here. I can write a new formula if I wanted. See if somebody's done it on the internet. So let me see if I can do this on at least 10-minute. So he had a list right here, a 5-minute. All right, we'll do the 5. 5 minute. Oops. Let me type that in right here. This is a 5 minute, so 100 average 5. Okay. So there we go. That's the 100 simple moving average volume on a 5 minute. So it's telling me like this stock's at like a 4%. Which is okay. It's just starting to heat up and take off. But this one's at a 600% CHNR. You can see what it did there after hours. 2%, nothing. Almost 100%. I mean, that's kind of cool. Oh, and I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to look more into this relative volume thing. The thing that worries me is, sorry about that. The thing that worries me about this is I'm a day trader, so it's measuring off of a 100-day moving average with the volume. That's too long for me. I'd want something more short term, like a 10-day or even a 14, 20-day average. So I want to see if I can go back into this. I can edit it. That 100, I want to make it into, let's do a 14-day, guys. We'll do a 14-day average. On average 5 test. Click OK. Now there, it calculated it. Now CRNT, the volume was 38 million. Volume surge 5-day daily is at 1.2K. So is that telling me on the 14 average here, it's exceeding the average 14-day volume by 13, the ratio. Y10, YTEN, it's exceeding its average volume by almost 6. That's what I'm getting off of this. So if I go to the daily here, the volume was 342, 45K, 130K. So just going back, I'm looking at the average volume here on the daily for Y10. So 60K, 375K, 168K, 70K, 342K, 45K, 130K. All right. So based off of just a glance, I would personally say the average volume is 100K a day. So going off of that, the total volume on the day for Y10 was 3.6 million. Let's see if I can do some basic math here. So 3 I put too many numbers in. Okay, 3.6 million divided by 100,000. That's about 30. I'm missing something here. I want to go back into this and edit it. What does S&B Capital use for their RVOL? Is it 14, 7, 10? I'm going to try 10. So based off of a 10-day volume average, on this day, Y10 exceeded it times 4 with the ratio. That's what I'm trying to figure out here with this column. Here are the formulas right here. And it's based off of a 5-minute time frame. Let's see what other people said. How to calculate relative volume in real time. So relative volume is a powerful measurement and is used to identify whether volume flows are increasing or decreasing. However, relative volume is seldom used by beginners or retail traders. The main reasons for this are: it takes a while to understand, it's not widely available on retail or brokerage platforms, the intraday volume distribution curve makes it hard to calculate the ratio in real time. We will discuss afterwards. All right. So relative volume is a critical measure of volume flows. It measures current volume in relation to the usual volume for this time of the day. What is considered usual for what we have to use a historical baseline known as the average daily volume. That means how much volume a stock does on a daily basis over a defined period. It is usually expressed as the 6-month, 3-month, 30-day, 10-day, or 5-day average. A 6-month average of 1 million means that the stock has traded an average of 1 million shares per day over the last 6 months. A 5-day average of 4 million means that the stock has traded an average of 4 million shares per day or over the last 5 days. All right, I want to start getting into the formula. Measuring against the 5-day average. Today's volume for Apple is 10 million. The 5-day average volume is 4 million. So it's trading at right there. The relative volume ratio is 4 million divided by 4 million, which is 2.5. This means that Apple for today has traded 2.5 times its 5-day average daily volume. You see, the more recent the data is, the more relevant it is. So these guys use a 5-day average. So if I go into this now, go to Ed, turn this into a 5. So this is going to be a 5-day average volume. It's measuring on the 5-minute time frame. Now a quick trick that I can calculate this. Go to FinViz, go to Y10. On FinViz, go to average volume. Right there. Average volume. And this is measuring it. Oh, this is measuring it on a 3-month. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 168K, 70K, 342, 45K, 130K. Total volume was 3.6 million. That don't make sense, because the average volume would have been like 100K a day. And now that the day it did 3.6 million in volume, it would have exceeded the average volume times 30, not 2.1. I'm gonna average volume 5-day, average volume 5-minute. All right, I'm starting to get some traction here and getting something. What we're trying to figure out is to add on TC2000 RVol, relative volume. That's what we're trying to figure out. So now that I've found out a way that you can, with the column, you can write your own formula. That's a big advantage that you have. So you can make your own indicators pretty much. So with this formula here, this is the, like with the post buzz. Or the volume surge 5-day, 5-minute. Right click, go to Ed, and then right here, the AVGV5, that's average volume, 5 days. And then the AVGV 200, I don't know what that is. And then 100. Any of you guys know, feel free to comment. I'm trying to figure this out. Average volume 5, average volume 200, 100. If I go back into this, AVGV. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using TC2000. Actually brings up a good idea. Let me bring back up Thinkorswim. Maybe I can go back into the indicators, pull up the ThinkScript editor, and go into the code in there and see if I can copy and paste. And import some of my Thinkorswim ThinkScripts into TC2000. So just type in volume, see what they have. Relative volume. Volume average. Yep, the stock market's closed on the weekends. We're just hanging out, having fun. Right now, I'm trying to draw up a custom indicator for TC2000 to use in the columns. I want to try to write my own formula for relative volume. So down here, it's telling me today's volume, average volume, and the percentage. So we bring up our test subject, which is Y10. Average volume for this day is up 2,000% on here, 2.2. Bring back over here, Y10. It's at a 2.11 here, so I'm pretty close. Let me type in another one. CRNT, which is at a 2.7, 2,700. So this is doubled. CHNR. Alright, let me bring this back over. And this is what I'll do. I'll go back into my studies. I'll look at the relative volume here. And I'll go to ed properties. Not ed properties. Or actually, I'll change this to a 5. Okay, apply, boom. So you see how CHNR, the average volume, 460%. And then CHNR here, it's at a 33. %427% on Y10. Alright, let me bring this back up. Relative volume. I want to go to ed source, and I want to go into the code to see if I can pick up on anything that I can add to the study on TC2000. I wonder if I can just copy it and just paste it into the thing. I don't think I will be able to. Now if I copy this so I don't lose it. Yeah, I'm not good with code, guys. I don't know what's going on. Volume surge, 5-day. 45 minutes. Average volume 5, average volume 200, 100. It's all 5. Okay, out of, I think that's 100. No? This was at 200. I'm just gonna leave it alone. It's just too much. 5. Wait. Five average 5 average 1495.55 minute. I don't want it to compare to Microsoft. Daily chart. This thing's all out of whack. I don't get what's going on with this. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to figure this platform out. Just going through it, and I want to see what all I can figure out and see with it. If you guys are familiar with this platform, what are some of the cool tools that you guys like to use with this? I like the volume zone oscillator. Like, I plot that on my charts. So if I go to add a plot. Volume. My volume zone oscillator. Right here. But not the... Right here. And then I go into this, and I go to Ed. I have it custom built in Thinkorswim to my liking. So the input's 14. It's not showing me -40, -5, 15 plus, 40 plus. All I care about is the upper band, the middle band, and the lower band. I don't care about all of the middle ones. Just like this one right here. Oops. Thanks for the follow, Paris. Alright, so we see here, go to the minute chart. See, this volume zone oscillator is pretty whack compared to the one that I have on Thinkorswim right here. Relative volume. Let me move it up here. I've made a video on the volume zone oscillator on my YouTube channel. So I look for the volume zone oscillator to move through these levels from the 0 line, which is this yellow line, the red line, which is the -50, and the +60 line right there. I look for it to move up and down through these stages right here. So you could see as the stock was trending up right here, it was doing it in between the 0 and the 60. That's all positive right there. All positive buying. You can see it dip down below it right there once, and then it dipped above it a few times right here. That's what we call excessive buying. There's a lot of people attacking. A lot of orders going through right here. And it just helps when you're looking at the volume right here and right here and comparing it with how the oscillator is flowing with the volume. Let's see if I can give you guys a better example. Like you got the whole day right here. See how the oscillator pushed up and then it slowly trickled down all the way to the -60, and then it ripped right back up, and then it held in this range right here, dipped down below, came back up, was trading back into that range, dipped below it, trading in the range, even some excessive buying right here. So it's telling me there's a lot of positive buying going into this. And then slowing stops and trends down during this consolidation phase right here. And then just explodes up right here. All right here. A lot of buying going on. And you can match it up with that right there. And you can see it was just back and forth for the rest of the day there. I just like to use it as a help with a guide. We've been streaming for a long time, guys. Like 3-4 hours, I think. It's crazy. But with this TC2000, I don't like this oscillator. Let me see if I can add another one. Something similar to the oscillator that I have on Thinkorswim. I don't like that one. This one's alright. So you got your up move, and then it was downtrending right there. Your up move. My short period would be a 5. Make this into a 20. Trigger period is going to be 12. I don't like it. I like the Thinkorswim indicators better than TC2000. Like, I want to go back and watch my Anna Culling videos and the Fibonacci Queen videos for my Fibonacci time. Wow, that's cool. So for let's go to a chart that actually moved. Pola, we could do that. Delete. Bring over my tools. Fibonacci retracement. So from the close up to the high, right there. I want to set it so you guys can see it also. I guess red will do there. There we go. Set it as default. And then the time. From here to here. Now, I'm not an expert on Fibonacci time. I have to rebrush up my skills. But when you do what the Fibonacci queen does, she puts in her Fibonacci retracements, and then she plots the Fibonacci time to get an idea of when these stocks retrace, and at the time sequence, they could potentially make their move. So I just measured the retracement and the time from the previous day's close up to the day's high. And you could see right here with the Fibonacci time, that's when it broke down right here and started trending down like that. And from this time sequence to that time sequence, you could see it made its move. Let me take a look at another, let's look at like an index like the SPY. So we'll move to 30 minute. No, let's do we'll do a 30-minute time frame. So if I get my Fibonacci time, and I'm gonna measure from this bottom. Let's do this high. And then my Fibonacci retracement from here to here. You could notice with the time, you see the times, it's slicing on this, all right here. And you could see it's doing it in like sequences. So from this low to this high, it made its move down, bounced off the 61.8 retracement, and it moved all the way back up to the high. And at this timestamp right there, that's when it topped out and came all the way back down. And then it moved all the way back up Then it finally broke through it. And then this, I think this time sequence is irrelevant because it was just in a range. But it's just all about how you look at the chart, guys. It's a science, or it's an art form, not a science. IWM. There's nothing really going on here. Tesla. All right, let's see. From this low, measure from that high. Or should it be shorter, like that high? What? Low, high. Gee, this thing really, yeah, I gotta brush up on my skills on the time. Anchored VWAP. Holy crap, that's cool. It's like a snake. So you can attach the anchored VWAP. Alpha Trends came out with it. And you can anchor the VWAP to any time frame that you want to start. You see how it's slowly moving as you bring it in or drag it out? And look at the longer I drag it out, even up to like right here. Look at all the times it bottomed out on it. And then the stock just got carried away from the anchored VWAP all the way up. Andrew's pitchfork. I'm just messing around, guys, going through all the tools. A quad line? Okay, that's pretty cool. So it looks like it's measuring from every high, new high on it. A throne. There's all kinds with this thing. This is crazy. Look at NIO. Alright, this might be a good one. So measure from that low to the... or even up to that high. Alright guys, I probably bored you all to death by just going through all this stuff, but I was just checking out this TC2000, thought I'd just jump on and go through it with you guys. I'm gonna end it right here and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Look at it still has the lines I plotted out on NIO way back from when I used this platform last time, when it was all right here at 10 bucks. And look at what happened. This was way back in 2019 or 2018. Look at that. It's got the date. I created that horizontal line on the 65-minute time frame on April 13th of 2019. Wow. That's crazy. That's so long ago. So I was watching NIO a few years ago when it was in this price area, and the stock ultimately runs all the way up to 70 bucks. That's crazy.